Hello and welcome to today's practice. Today we are going to be exploring a flow that helps us to strengthen shoulders, upper body, heart space, not only within a physical sense but an emotional sense. If we think about the heart space and the length of the arms, these are our heartstrings, or that's how I describe them within practice. And our hands are our extension into the big wide world around us. Very often we find that we're giving our energy away, maybe a little bit too much. Sometimes we're not taking that time to pause and bring our attention back to ourselves. Maybe we feel guilty of it, maybe we don't have time, and this can deplete our energy levels and it can make us feel physically caged or hardened, and we become reactive. So I want today's practice to be this lovely opportunity that not only sparks your self-belief, but also it helps you to remember that you can give your energy away, but you have to fill your cup first. So we are going to start in a seated position, so come and join me there. We'll hug the arms around the chest and relax the chin down towards the chest. And maybe this could be a practice in itself that is a place in which you notice the breath. So not only have we got this nourishing hug towards ourselves, you can notice how the breath moves. And every single time you can notice the breath, or a sensation of the breath, or the sound of the breath, you are pulling yourself out of a busy mind and back into the body again. Let's then release the hands and the arms, roll the shoulders through, and notice what your arms are doing as your shoulder. Notice what your arms are doing when you are circling the shoulders. Let's release the arms down. Start to roll through the shoulders and notice what the lower part of the arms are doing. So if we think about finding that spaciousness, fluidity, your heart is the element of air, and I want you to give yourself an opportunity to actually take up space. You are allowed to take up space. So move the arms in all directions and notice how this influences shoulders, your back, your waist, neck. And maybe this can be a really good reference point to noticing that when things feel overwhelming within life or too much, we close, we harden, everything gets shorter. So just swaying around the arms is amazing. Dancing, shaking out. And then as you breathe in, reach the arms up. As you breathe out, press them down. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, arms down. Third and final time, breathe in. Breathe out. Right hand floats to the floor, left arm lifts, breathing in. Breathing out, soft elbow on that right hand side. And begin to extend and reach left arm over to the left. Ground down through your right hand, breathe in to come all the way back up. Breathe out, left hand floats down, anchor down through left hand, so trust the support, breathe in, right arm lifts. Breathe out, left elbow softens. And this can help find that opening through the right hand side. The left hand doesn't need to necessarily move. If it's too close, things might feel a little kind of caged again, so notice where you can extend to find a more appropriate foundation that supports you. Opening, breathing. And then let's breathe so from our seated position, I'm going to keep going for those rolls. You're going to bring the hands to the knees. Hands to the knees. As you breathe in, think about threading your heart between shoulders. Breathe out, heart draws back, belly pulls back, and the chin can also go down if that feels okay. Breathe in, heart threads between shoulders. Breathe out, hug in. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, round. Breathe in, open. Breathe out, round. Now from your rounded position, guide the waist to the right hand side, heart forwards, upper body to the left and to the back. So we've got this cyclic movement, or this kind of corkscrew like shape as your upper body begins to roll over the pelvis, accessing the hips and releasing tension that might be held within the lower ribs or the space between the ribs. Pause, change direction. Here, let's guide the knees up towards the chest, knees up towards the chest. Press the feet down, press the feet down. Hands can grip to the knees. Draw the belly in again so we've got strong center, trunk of the tree. Arms forwards. Reach up through the right arm. Look to the right, so we're going to try and encourage the right arm to move out of the way of our vision and maybe reach the right hand back. Reach the right hand up and forwards, looking forwards, chest faces forwards. Left hand lifts up. Look to the left, start to move the left arm out of the way. Left arm opens. Left arm reaches up and forwards. Right arm breathing in. Out, reach it back. In. Out and forwards. One more, breathing in left. Out, open. In, up. Out, forwards. Very good. From here, let's draw the arms closer towards the chest. Press out and back through the elbows. And then close fingertips across chest. Pull the core back. Open. Close. Open. Close. Again, open. Close. Last time. Open. Close. Slide the hands down the front of the shins. Head can hang. Upper body melts towards the thighs. Just appreciating this place in which we can soften. Creating cracks within the armour that we might feel as though we're carrying heavy on the back. To-do lists, responsibilities, never-ending emails. Just loosen the grip off the shoulders. So let the armpits become restful. Let the belly relax now. And then let's bring ourselves all the way up to a tabletop position. So we're going to bring the body weight forwards onto hands and knees. This is already a really good place in which you can build stability through the shoulder girdle because we're weight bearing. Okay? If you want to have hands on blocks, that's fine. Spread the fingers wide. As you breathe in, look forwards. Breathe out, round through the spine, lower ribs, lower back up to the sky. Breathe in, head lifts, shoulders, press back to hips. Breathe out, round, so you're retracting, push the floor away. One more time, inhale to open. And exhale to close. Look forwards to the front edge of the mat. Start to walk the hands forwards. I'm going to say one hand's worth, so it's not very far, but the hands and wrists are no longer under your shoulders anymore, okay? Taking this really slow, tailbone tucks down. You'll start to feel as though the lower ribs draw in again, and I want you to try and maintain that as you shift your body weight forwards. Be mindful that I didn't say down. I said lean the body weight forwards, so arms are still strong. Let's think about letting the arms become scaffolding. You're still pulling in through the lower ribs, the belly button, tailbone tucks down, and the knees and feet are supportive. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's push it back. Separate the knees wide, big toes touch. Bum sinks back to the heels. Hands may very well stay where they were, or you can slide the hands forwards. Lift the palms so fingertips press towards the floor, and think about encouraging the heart and maybe even the armpits to melt to the floor as you lift the elbows by pressing the fingertips down. Let's take 5 breaths. Lovely. Now we'll slide the hands back towards the upper body, and we're then going to thread the left hand through and underneath the right arm. As it threads under, rotate the left palm up, and let's start to sink left shoulder, left upper arm and left ear to the floor. Now option 1, you can have the right hand underneath the left temple, or you might prefer to keep that right arm extended forwards. So we're in a child's pose twist with the left arm threaded through and underneath the right arm. And this is a lovely way of helping us to broaden and create space through the back of the body. The upper back in particular is associated to how we can receive love and support from others. And we might notice that as we move through life is very demanding, very busy. We have lots of personal responsibilities, and sometimes it's difficult to ask for help from others. And this might be because we don't trust that they can do the job as good as us. And it might be because we don't feel comfortable to do that. Maybe we've never asked for help before. And just bring yourself back to the quality of the heart again. It is the element of air, it is spacious, it interweaves its way around. It doesn't hold any specific form or shape, it's not rigid. So just notice how much you may be able to flourish a little more within your life if you lighten the load or allocate a job to somebody that is good at that, and you can really make progress in a role that you are good at. We don't need to do everything all at once, and we need to remember we can't. From here, let's begin to lift the chest gently, releasing the left arm, and then we'll thread through to the other side. So right arm threads through and underneath the left. Rotate the right palm up towards the sky, and then as it threads through, you're sinking right shoulder blade or outer right shoulder blade, right shoulder towards the floor. Left hand can be supportive underneath the head. You might prefer to extend it forwards. Find what works. And both sides don't need to be symmetrical. Through the jaw. Is there any way that you can allow your upper body to become a little heavier than before? you found yourself lifting up, let's come back towards our tabletop position. I have a little friend. And then we're going to come into down dog, so weight bearing through the arms again, tuck the toes under, breathe in, breathe out, press, lift the tailbone up and back, pressing heart towards the thighs, but as the heart moves towards the legs, drawing through your lower ribs, let's keep the knees bent so we can find this even distribution through hands. And then if it feels possible, I want you to try and roll your shoulders. And you'll probably notice that you lean forwards, so there's a lot more going on through hands and arms. Rolling through shoulders, and then we're going to press shoulders up to ears. Try and squeeze the shoulder blades together, press the shoulders down towards hips, and then almost think about guiding elbows or wrapping elbows close towards each other. And then we're going to see if we can press back again towards the thighs. So lower ribs are hugging in. And if you feel that it's accessible, you can start to straighten legs or press heels away from you. Let's take 3 breaths. Leaning the body weight forwards towards a high plank position. So you're going to try and round the spine, roll it forwards, really high. So imagine